Hello, wonderful, shining, bright and shining Leo. Welcome. I'm so glad that we get to see each other now virtually. I've set up my filming studio. I really hope you like it. These are my paintings in the background. They're available in my online store in the description box below. Feel free to check them out with some other things left over from my boutique that I sold. So, without further ado, let's get into your reading, Leo. This month, I'm going to be doing an astrological summary of the month ahead. All the signs, because of the Mercury retrograde and Uranus changing signs, all of the signs are feeling pulled like in two different directions. And for you specifically, it's reflecting on the past, healing from the past, while jumping fully into this new exciting future that you're creating for yourself. Now, the most important dates coming up, the first one is March 2nd, and Venus is moving into your 8th house. So there might be some really great news financially. Maybe your partner might get some really great financial news. So this can be an inheritance or investment, from anything like that. Then on March 6th, Mercury goes retrograde in your 8th house again. This is going to help you and kind of force you to reflect on what's making you procrastinate, Leo. What's holding you back, and understanding your mind more and experiencing more healing from your past and transforming it, and therefore transforming your current reality. It's really great. Then on the same day, on March 6th, Uranus is moving into your 10th house, which represent the structures in your life. So Uranus is all about changes, making changes. So you might be making changes in your public image. You might be spicing it up, Leo. There might be changes in your career, in your relationships, in your main role in society, or in your family. And don't be afraid to take risks, Leo. This is all about breaking out and creating more freedom in your life and going in a new direction that's really exciting and fun. And then on March 8th, there is a new moon in your 8th house again. And this is going to help you shine a light on things that have bothered you and finding resolve really, really quickly and easily. You might be finding yourself researching, getting to the bottom of a situation, getting huge clarity, again, healing the past, dissolving problems. Overall, this is just going to bring more harmony and inner peace for you. And then on the 20th, there is a full moon in your 3rd house of communication. So you might be finding yourself writing, publishing things, speaking your truth, receiving communication from your inner being, from source, which goes hand in hand with the next day, March 21st, and your sun moves into your 9th house of the higher mind. And this might spark a desire to start learning or studying new things. And you might discover new talents that you have, perhaps spiritual talents, intuitive talents, and perhaps this might hand in hand boost your income. You might want to create a income stream from your new talents. This will also deepen your spiritual journey and healing your mind, like earlier. You also have Jupiter in your fifth house, and this might bring rise to romance, letting your inner child come out and play. And it's also really good for self-employment. So your big focus for this month is pleasure and joy. What do you find enjoyable and pleasurable? Okay, let's see the cards that you got. Lots of messages for you, Leo. At the top of your reading, guess what? Surprise, surprise, you have the sun, letting your inner child come out and play, having it be center stage, and listening to your inner child, having conversations with your inner child. Again, having joy be your primary priority and focus, and nothing else is going to really be of as much importance. It's time for you to shine, Leo. It really is. Okay, let's see how I want to do this. You have so many wonderful cards. I just want to, Okay, so we'll just get this out of the way. So you obviously have been, I think this came up in your last week's reading, you obviously have gone through hell and back multiple times, or something to that effect, very stressful, or to the very least just not desirable situations, experiences. And this guy is kind of battered. He's still licking his wounds, and he's still, like holding on for support. He's not completely able to stand up on his own, so he's still recuperating. And you might be finding that during this time, not for long. This is mostly like past energy. This is what you're coming out of, and the worst of it is over. And yeah, you just might still find yourself licking your wounds a little bit and just putting the finishing touches on things, wrapping up things. In the spiritual community, it like we kind of have a saying that like the healing like doesn't ever seem to stop, but it seems for you that whatever you've been going through, the worst of it is over. And if you've been doing lots of like personal work and healing work, it seems like you've healed like the bulk of it, and now it's just all about refinement. You might find yourself feeling like a little bit confused or having lots of options and not really knowing which way to turn, and maybe having other things that might not have the best of intentions just kind of like swirling around you. This also just might be an inside look at your mind, and that you're kind of thinking of like a whole lot of things all at once, and you're kind of having difficulty focusing your mind and directing it on one thing at a time. This could, on a psychological level, this could be saying that you need to become more still and more present, and not allow all these other things to deter you from your present moment of power. Like all your power is now, right? So this could just be like a psychological in your mind thing, or it could be physical, where you actually have lots of options, whether it's your career and your relationships, anything like that. And whatever this like uncertainty is, or confusion, whatever this is for you, it seems like you're going to be getting massive clarity on it, and you're going to know exactly where to go and focus your energy. Okay, so where should we go now? I think we should do these guys. So you have the King of Swords and you have the Emperor. So this is all about mental clarity, and no matter the storms coming their way, no matter how windy it is outside, you are strong and secure inside, and nothing can waver that. And you stand strong on solid rock. Whether this is emotional, a relationship, or a career, it feels really solid to you and you have clarity of mind. Most of all, I feel like this is an inside look of your internal world, and you are feeling very secure. This guy is all about security, even fatherly roles, fatherly people in your life that provide a sense of safety and structure and security and steadiness and reliability and dependability. This is a master. So perhaps you are mastering your mind and being able to make these decisions. I mean, back here you were like, and I don't know. And this guy's got it. I mean, he knows exactly yes, no. This could also be about you expressing from your heart, expressing in a nice way what your boundaries are with people. And boundaries aren't walls, they are simply saying, yes, I like that, or no, I don't like that. I mean, a boundary is like, oh yeah, I like tea, no, I don't like coffee. It's that simple. That's all it is. It's just you expressing your own truth and being direct and upfront with people, and knowing what's serving you and knowing what's not serving you, and what's not serving you, you can just cut out. Haha, cut it out. Joey from Full House. So this is really great. I mean, you are taking like a 180 turn, like a handbrake turn, going completely the opposite way. And you're finding that strength within yourself and that mental clarity of mind. And you have that fierceness and that strength and empowerment and discernment to know what's good for you and what's not. And you're coming more into your body, which allows you to be more aware of everything. This goes for men and women. And it's just a side note that the majority of society, I think, believes that masculinity isn't about being aware, but masculinity is all about being aware. If you think of a man back in the olden days who like takes care of an entire village of women and children and other men, he has to be so in tune with everything around him, and he has to be so in tune with nature and the earth and other women and children and everyone's needs. So that's actually a really manly quality. That's also a feminine quality as well, but put into masculine terms because we do have the King of Swords and the Emperor here. This is all about awareness and being in tune with the subtleties that surround you, and from that being able to have this discernment to make a decision and know what's a yes and know what's a no, and really quickly, and being able to gather momentum pretty quickly because of the rate of the I sound like a repeating record, but the rate of how quick your mind is, because you're so clear about who you are. In line with that, you also have the Queen of Swords. So this is a balancing of the feminine and masculine energy. and they're very similar. And I would say that the Queen of Swords is allowing the universe to deliver what she wants and to come to her. She's allowing what she wants to come to her, and she has the self-confidence. I mean, look at that. She has all these clouds. It's really windy outside. She doesn't care. She knows that the universe has her back, and anyone that gives her a hard time, no way. She knows who she is. And so this is all about a balancing, harmonizing of the feminine masculine energy. So think about how you can harmonize the masculine and feminine energy within you. Where can you establish your boundaries more? How can you be more receptive? How can you be more action oriented and put what you're learning into action? And in balancing all of those qualities. So this is really amazing, Leo. You're doing such a great job. The next card that you have is the King of Cups. He is the master of his emotions. So whenever, even when the tides get high and the waves are rolling, he's able to stay steady and calm, like a peaceful lake on a summer day. It doesn't matter what's thrown his way. He's fallen here and he's got it up here, and he's able to just be steady because he knows himself, because he's been through all of those storms. And so you're coming to this point of emotional mastery. Really big. You're mastering your mental and your emotions. And you're doing that because you've allowed yourself to really feel and to come into your body because of everything that you've been through. And all of this self-mastery is going to lend itself to wishes fulfilled and divine love and harmony and family and just pure love and joy. And you're learning that life doesn't have to be like this anymore. It doesn't need to be a struggle. It can be playful and childlike and free. And you're coming to this place of knowing that you can create a life where you do feel carefree, that you can relax, and you can have fun and laugh. It's just so beautiful, Leo. Just so beautiful. So perfect. All right. Let's get into your general advice for the week going forward. I just love this deck. It's called Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell. And it's just has beautiful artwork on the back and on the front. I'm going to actually shuffle all the cards so I can just talk it all out all at once. So now I'm going to do your love messages for the week ahead. And you'll really love your general advice. It's perfect. So perfect. So perfect. I'll show them to you soon. Now for your affirmation for the week ahead. Last but not least, I will do the activation oracle, sacred geometry. This is like my favorite type of cards. Perfect, Leo. I'll get two more. All right. Beautiful. Perfecto. Okay. Are you ready? So, don't dim to fit in, Leo. Don't let anyone dim your light. Maybe contemplate how you are dimming your light in order to fit in, or just dimming your light in general, and what would make you just come alive inside, what sets your soul on fire, and in what ways can you fill your cup more so that you can radiate. And a big answer to that seems like playing, letting that inner child come out and play. They're so beautiful cards. So let your inner child come out and play, Leo. Talk to it. And your love messages: spiritual growth. You're going through a huge time of spiritual growth. And if you are in a romantic relationship, this relationship is really intensifying your spiritual journey. And if it's just in terms of other relationships, friends or family, again, it's just very fulfilling for you. And you may be starting to date. You have a courting man here, and for the straight man out there, this can just be that you're a courting man, that you have your eyes on a special lady that you want to woo. And then the last two cards for your love reading is money, and children. This could just be, again, having to do with your inner child and children, inner children. And, or you could be a teacher, or you could be a parent. And all of this healing work is just going to benefit whoever these children or young people are. Yeah, and you're having a really great positive influence in their life. And you're getting some kind of financial reward this month, or it's increasing and getting better and easier because you're following your joy. That's what happens. Okay, your sacred geometry. Oh, that's so perfect. Okay, so the first two cards that you have is the solar plexus, which is the third chakra. It's right here. Your sense of personal power and delight. So beautiful. So the solar plexus has the number 3, which is all about uniting and integrating things in 3. So body, mind, soul, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. If you're religious, if you're not, then it could be the masculine, feminine, and subconscious, or Christ consciousness, or universal consciousness, and delight. Delight is the number 19. 1 is all about new beginnings, new experiences, starting new things. 9 is all about completing things. So you might be having that kind of dynamic this month where you're just enjoying the process of starting new things and completing them. And it definitely seems like there's like an emphasis in healing the past. So starting that healing process, and bam, healing it, getting resolution and answers. And that just creates more delight and joy in your life. I mean, look at that. And this is just going to create more security in your life because this has like yellow, orange, red, and pink. So this is going to create more security and love and sweetness and gentleness in your life. Okay, so let's read the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra supports our sense of self, our own personal power, and our willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. So you might be thinking and thinking about what your main role is in your family and your society and who you are, and if that's what you want or if you want to have a different role. And then delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. Oh, Leo, that is so sweet. That is so beautiful. So you're getting a bigger sense of self and becoming a master, and you're able to just relax more in who you are and feeling more comfortable in your own skin. And it's just helping you radiate outward and be the sun, Leo. Be that lion, that fierce lion. And who knows, you might change up your appearance a little bit. You might, do a little something for yourself this month, and really feel yourself. And yeah, you're just making huge changes, and I couldn't be prouder of you. The last two cards of the sacred geometry is the divine masculine, actually, and alchemy. So the divine masculine is a mirror number 22. The number 22 is the master builder number. Master builder. And this is all about turning dreams into reality. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. This is so great. Yeah. So you're going to really have the energy to really turn your dreams into reality. You're going to have that, because yeah, like the lion. You're going to be able to chase after what you want, go after what you want, because you're realizing that you are the alchemist, you are the sorcerer, you are the magician. The number 8 is all about manifestation. The left and right circles are the feminine and masculine energy, and the circle in the middle is whatever you want to call God, the universe, source. And there's like a layering that's going on. So it's like the 5th dimension coming down into the 3rd dimension to really create it. And I think you're going to be experiencing actually spiritual downloads, and that your 3rd eye chakra is going to be opening so that you can receive, like, your crown chakra and your 3rd eye chakra are going to be opening, perhaps maybe even like for the first time in your life. And you're going to be receiving, you're going to have like this antenna on your head, and you're going to be receiving all of this information about you, about what you want, about new ideas. And you're going to be able to breathe life into those ideas, and you're going to do it with so much force and joy, and just joy and fun and playfulness. I mean, this energy is like a hot moving train. It's just like it's like the Millennial Falcon going into hyperdrive, Yeah, that's what it is. Super awesome. And then your affirmations. There is nothing for me to guard against. No longer have to do this, Leo. Not anymore. You get to be open and shine your light. Rub this on you. You get to just shine. You exist in a place of absolute well-being. Tell yourself that again and again. Know it. Be the evidence of it, to give others reasons to believe that all can be well. There is nothing for me to guard against. That might be mind bender for a lot of people. But whatever you focus on is what you give energy to. So whatever you focus on, let those things be the things that you want to attract and be receptive to, you know? The positive energy outweighs the bad, if you want to call it that. You are pure light. There, if you could understand the magnitude of your light, there would literally be nothing for you to guard against. I hope that lands and makes sense. If you knew that you were God, would you be feeling like you would have to guard against anything? Everything would just feel like a insignificant, minuscule ant, right? That's how powerful you are, Leo. That's the magnitude of your light and your being. That is you. So that's what that card is saying. Okay, your second piece of advice is physical well-being is only one good thought away. Physical well-being is only one good thought away. You could have every disease known to man within you today, and if you chose different feeling thoughts tomorrow, they would all leave your body. The key is to not give any unwanted thing much attention. When it doesn't feel good, turn your attention someplace else. The only minor issue that I have with that is to not guard yourself against the negative. If there is something within yourself that needs healing, and it might not be the most positive, wonderful thing in the world, it's actually going to benefit you greatly if you do focus on that and create healing and resolve within yourself, because then you're just going to feel more open and more of who you are, and that and focusing on that like trauma or pain or unhealed wound or whatever it is that you want to call it. It's not gonna like make you attract like unwanted things, like like you're already attracting unwanted things because of this unhealed thing. So you might as well just focus on it a little bit, because you're not really focusing on it, you're focusing on the healing of it, and that's a big difference. So if you have an unpleasant thought, it's actually beneficial to be like, to ask, where did that come from? And if you get the answer that it came from within yourself, from some unhealed aspect of yourself, then it will be really, really beneficial for you to focus on that. And until you get the healing. I was telling the Aquas that if you imagine your being, your life force, as this big giant stream, flowing water, and if you have something unpleasant that comes up, like a memory, a thought, anything really, that's actually like a fractured part of your stream that got fractured because of some big or little trauma that you experienced in the past that never got resolved. So it's actually like an echo asking for you to heal it and integrate it so you can become more whole. And that might be what this is. If you have like a lot of fractured aspects, everyone does, there might be a lot of echoes in the back that are calling out for you to heal them. And once you do that, you enhance and benefit your point of attraction. You actually change it and transform it, and you become more whole. So more of your life force and your energy is flowing with you towards what you want. So that was a kind of tangent of mine, but I hope it helped you. The last affirmation you have is, I see this day as a positive new beginning. It's never too late to have a new beginning. Today and tomorrow can be very different from yesterday. If you can let yesterday go and focus on today. Today and tomorrow are about your now vibration, your now vibration, and you have complete control over that. Look for things to feel good about and watch how everything in your life will unfold to reflect that good feeling vibration. Beautiful. So Leo, I hope this helped you and was a benefit to you and resonated with you. And if it did, please like and subscribe down below. If you'd like to support this channel, you can check out my paintings and other things that I have for sale on my online store. You can also donate to the channel. And if you'd also like to delve more into all of these energies, you can check out the Vimeo link down below, and I'll see you over there. And if this is where we part ways, then I wish you all the joy in the world. Bye, Leo.